chosen one. That overwhelming exhaustion, you feel the pull to stay in bed, the desire to lie down all day, is not weakness, laziness, or depression the way the world names it. Heaven is speaking through your body. What you're about to hear will unlock the hidden spiritual meaning behind this fatigue, and by the end of this message, you will understand why God has allowed this season of physical and emotional heaviness to settle over you like a blanket you cannot throw off. You have been marked for something the enemy cannot afford to see completed. That weariness is not random. It is not a character flaw. You are not broken. You are not less than. You are being deliberately slowed down by heaven itself, because there is something in the stillness that you were never going to find in the noise. The rest your body is demanding is a divine interruption, and the sooner you stop resisting it, the sooner you will hear what God has been trying to tell you. I need you to understand that this message is not about motivating you to get up and push harder. This is about revealing why heaven has orchestrated this pause. You are a chosen one, and every season of your life, including this one, carries meaning, assignment, and preparation. What I am about to share will reframe everything you thought you knew about rest, exhaustion, and the way God speaks to those He has set apart for uncommon purpose. For months, maybe years, you have felt guilty about how tired you are. You have looked at others who seem to move through life with energy and momentum, and you have wondered what is wrong with you. You have tried to pray it away, rebuke it, push through it. You have felt shame when you could not keep up. You have heard voices, maybe even from people close to you, telling you to snap out of it, to be more disciplined, to stop being so sensitive. But let me tell you what those voices do not know. They do not know what you have been carrying. They do not know the spiritual warfare you have been walking through. They do not know the weight of the calling on your life or the assignments heaven has placed in your hands. They see your body lying down. They do not see your spirit standing in the gap, interceding, absorbing, processing, and holding space for breakthrough that has not yet manifested in the physical realm. I have been there. I have felt the crushing weight of exhaustion that no amount of sleep could fix. I have felt my body refuse to cooperate with my mind's ambitions. I have lain in bed and felt the guilt, the shame, the confusion, and it was not until I stopped fighting it and started listening that I heard heaven whisper, "This is not punishment, this is protection, this is preparation. This is me slowing you down, because what I am about to do in you requires you to be still." If this is resonating with you right now, I want you to do something. I want you to type in the comments, "I receive this word." Declare it. Let it be a marker in your spirit that you are no longer going to judge yourself by the world's standards of productivity. And if you have not already, subscribe to this channel, because the messages that come through here are specifically for chosen ones who need to hear the truth about what heaven is doing in the hidden seasons. Now let me take you deeper. There is a reason this exhaustion feels different from normal tiredness. It is not just physical. It is spiritual, emotional, and even generational. You are not just recovering from what happened last week. You are recovering from battles you have been fighting since childhood. You are recovering from carrying people who were supposed to carry you. You are recovering from betrayals, rejections, false assignments, and the weight of trying to be everything to everyone while losing yourself in the process. Heaven sees all of that, and heaven is saying, "Enough. Lie down, be still. Let me restore what was stolen. Let me rebuild what was broken. Let me rewire what was distorted." This is not a season of punishment. This is a season of holy recovery. And I am about to show you the 5 ways heaven uses this desire to lie down as a message, a strategy, and a gift to the chosen ones who will receive it. These 5 ways are not steps you take. They are revelations you receive. They are the hidden mechanics of how God works in the lives of those He has marked for unusual assignments. I am going to walk you through each one, and as I do, you are going to see your story reflected in every layer. You are going to see that this exhaustion was never meant to stop you. It was meant to prepare you for something you could never have carried in your old strength. And here is what I need you to know before we go any further. This message about your desire to lie down all day is not just about explaining why you are tired. It is about revealing what heaven is doing in the secret place while you rest. It is about showing you that the very thing the enemy meant to use as shame, God is using as a sanctuary. So stay with me. This is going to shift everything. The first way heaven uses your desire to lie down is this. It forces you into sacred separation. Chosen one, you were never meant to be accessible to everyone all the time. You were never meant to carry the energy, the emotional labor, and the expectations of a world that does not understand the weight of your calling. But because you are kind, because you are compassionate, because you are wired to serve, you have given and given and given until there was nothing left. And so heaven did what you would not do. Heaven pulled the plug. Heaven allowed your body to shut down in a way that gave you permission to step back. This is not weakness. This is divine intervention. You were burning out trying to be present for people who were draining you, and God said, "No more. I am taking you into a place where only I can reach you, where the voices that have been influencing you cannot follow, where you will finally hear my voice above all the noise." Look at Elijah. After the showdown on Mount Carmel, after calling down fire from heaven, after slaughtering the prophets of Baal, Elijah ran into the wilderness and collapsed under a tree. He told God he wanted to die. He was exhausted, depleted, done. And what did heaven do? Heaven did not rebuke him. Heaven sent an angel to feed him and let him sleep, twice. Because God knew that what Elijah had just walked through required more than a pep talk. It required rest, separation, and supernatural recovery. That is what is happening to you. The desire to lie down is heaven's way of pulling you out of environments, relationships, and rhythms that were killing you slowly. You needed separation, but you would not have chosen it yourself. So God chose it for you. He made your body too tired to perform, too heavy to pretend, too depleted to keep playing roles that were never yours to begin with. And in that separation, He is rebuilding your identity from the ground up. The second way heaven uses this exhaustion is to detox you from false assignments. Chosen one, you have been carrying things that were never yours to carry. You have been trying to fix people God did not send you to fix. You have been trying to save relationships God already released. You have been pouring into places where there was no reciprocation, no gratitude, no growth, and your body is rejecting it. Your spirit is rejecting it. The weariness you feel is your soul saying, "I cannot do this anymore." And God is saying, "Good, because I never asked you to." When you lie down, when you stop moving, when you stop performing, all of those false assignments start to fall away. The people who were only there for what you could do for them stop calling. The opportunities that were draining you dry start to close. The obligations that were suffocating you start to release. And in the stillness, you start to remember what you were actually created for. You start to hear the assignments that carry your name, not someone else's expectations. This is not failure. This is alignment. Heaven is using your exhaustion to strip away everything that was keeping you out of position. Every time you lie down and feel that pull to rest, you are not falling behind. You are being recalibrated. You are being repositioned. You are being cleared of the clutter so that when the real assignment comes, you will have the capacity, the clarity, and the strength to carry it without breaking. The third way heaven speaks through your desire to lie down is this. It is teaching you to stop earning your worth. Chosen one, you have been performing for approval your entire life. You have believed, consciously or unconsciously, that your value is tied to your productivity. that if you are not doing something, achieving something, helping someone, then you do not matter. That lie has been driving you into the ground, and God is breaking it off of you in this season of forced rest. You are not valuable because of what you do. You are valuable because of whose you are. You are a daughter of the King. You are a son of the Most High. Your worth was established before you ever accomplished a single thing, and it will remain long after your body can no longer perform. Heaven is using this exhaustion to teach you how to just be, to exist in God's presence without an agenda, to receive love without earning it, to rest without guilt, to be still and know that He is God. This is one of the hardest lessons for a chosen one to learn, because you have been wired for purpose, for impact, for legacy. But God is saying, before you can do what I have called you to do, you need to know who you are when you are doing nothing. That is the test. That is the refinement. Can you lie down and still believe you are loved? Can you rest and still believe you are chosen? Can you be still and still trust that heaven has not forgotten you? Now I want to pause here and bring you back to the core of this message. Your desire to lie down all day is a message from heaven. It is not a curse. It is not a delay. It is not evidence that you have fallen out of favor. It is a divine strategy to separate you, detox you, teach you, and prepare you for a level of assignment that requires a version of you that can only be forged in the stillness. Do not despise this season. Do not rush it. Do not resist it. There is a reason you clicked on this video. There is a reason these words are landing in your spirit right now. Heaven is confirming something you have felt but could not articulate. You are not broken. You are being rebuilt. And the exhaustion you feel is part of the process, not evidence that the process has failed. So breathe. Let your body rest. Let your mind quiet. Let your spirit receive. There is more coming, and you are going to need every ounce of what God is restoring in you right now. If you are still with me, drop a comment and say, I am being rebuilt. Let that be your declaration. Let that be the line in the sand where you stop agreeing with shame and start agreeing with heaven. And if this message is helping you see yourself differently, subscribe, because there are more words coming that are going to keep pulling you out of the lies and into the truth of who you really are. The fourth way heaven uses your desire to lie down is to download new instructions. Chosen one, you cannot hear clearly when you are moving at the pace the world demands. You cannot receive fresh vision when your mind is cluttered with everyone else's voices, opinions, and expectations. God needs you still. He needs you quiet. He needs you in a posture of receiving, not striving. And that is exactly what this exhaustion has created. A space where heaven can speak without interference. Think about how many times in Scripture God gave His most important instructions in moments of rest or isolation. He spoke to Moses in the wilderness. He spoke to David in the fields. He spoke to Mary in the stillness of her home. He spoke to Peter on a rooftop while he was resting. The pattern is clear. Heaven downloads revelation when the noise stops. And right now, your body is creating the conditions for a divine download that you have been too busy to receive. What God is about to show you cannot be rushed. It cannot be multitasked. It cannot be squeezed into the margins of a chaotic life. It requires your full attention, your undivided focus, your willingness to wait in the quiet until the clarity comes. And the exhaustion you feel is not blocking that process. It is facilitating it. Every time you lie down, every time you rest, every time you stop trying to figure it out on your own, you are creating space for heaven to speak. I have seen this in my own life. There have been seasons where I felt completely useless, where I could not muster the energy to do anything productive, and I fought it. I tried to push through, I tried to force momentum, and nothing worked. But the moment I surrendered to the rest, the moment I stopped resisting the slowdown, that is when the downloads started coming. Ideas, strategies, visions, clarity about relationships, about direction, about the next step. All of it came in the stillness. That is what is happening to you right now. Heaven is not punishing you with exhaustion. Heaven is preparing you with it. The fatigue is clearing space in your mind and spirit for something new, something you have never seen before, something that is going to redefine the trajectory of your life. But you will miss it if you keep fighting the rest. You will miss it if you keep judging yourself for lying down. Receive it. Embrace it. Let the downloads come. The fifth way heaven uses your desire to lie down is to protect you from premature exposure. Chosen one, there is an anointing on your life that the enemy is terrified of. There is a calling, an influence, a level of spiritual authority that you are growing into. And if you had stepped into it too soon, it would have destroyed you. You were not ready. Not because you are weak, but because the weight of what God is giving you requires a foundation that can only be built in secret, in silence, in seasons where no one is watching. David was anointed king years before he wore the crown. Joseph received the dream years before he walked into the palace. Moses spent 40 years in the wilderness before he led Israel out of Egypt. The pattern is consistent. Heaven marks you early, but heaven matures you slowly. And the exhaustion you feel right now is part of that maturation process. It is keeping you hidden until you are ready. It is keeping you still until the timing is right. It is keeping you low until the promotion will not crush you. If you had stepped into your calling with your old mindset, your old wounds, your old need for validation, it would have broken you. The platform would have become an idol. The influence would have corrupted you. The pressure would have exposed cracks that had not yet been healed. But God loves you too much to let that happen, so He slowed you down. He pulled you back. He made you lie down in green pastures, beside still waters, so that He could restore your soul before He leads you into battle. This is not delay. This is divine timing. This is not punishment. This is protection. And when the season shifts, when the door opens, when the assignment activates, you are going to step into it with a strength, a clarity, and a humility that could only have been formed in the hidden place. You are going to carry the weight of your calling without breaking, because heaven used this season of exhaustion to build the capacity you did not know you needed. I want you to see this clearly. Your desire to lie down all day is not evidence that heaven has given up on you. It is evidence that heaven is investing in you. It is evidence that you are being prepared for something significant. It is evidence that the enemy is nervous, because he knows that when you finally rise, you are going to rise with an authority and an anointing that he cannot touch. So rest. Trust the process. Trust the timing. Trust the God who is orchestrating all of it. Now let me show you what happens next, because this season of lying down does not last forever. There is a shift coming. There is a moment when the heaviness will lift, when the energy will return, when the clarity will break through like dawn after a long night. And when that moment comes, you are going to move differently. You are going to speak differently. You are going to carry yourself differently, because you will have learned something in the stillness that most people never learn, that your value is not in your doing. It is in your being. You will have learned that rest is not weakness, it is wisdom. You will have learned that silence is not emptiness, it is fullness. You will have learned that lying down is not giving up. It is surrendering to a process that is bigger than you, wiser than you, and more loving than you could have imagined. And that revelation will change everything. It will change how you work, how you love, how you lead, how you steward the assignments heaven places in your hands. Because here is the truth. The chosen ones who learn to rest are the ones who last. The ones who learn to be still are the ones who hear clearly. The ones who learn to lie down without guilt are the ones who rise without pride. You are being trained in a way that most people will never understand, and that is okay. You were never called to be understood by everyone. You were called to be obedient to the one who marked you, who named you, who set you apart before you were even born. And that obedience is not always loud. It is not always visible. Sometimes obedience looks like lying down when everything in you wants to get up. Sometimes obedience looks like resting when the world is telling you to hustle. Sometimes obedience looks like stillness when everyone around you is moving at a frantic pace. And in that obedience, heaven is doing a work in you that no amount of striving could accomplish. A deep work, a lasting work, a work that will carry you through every season that is coming. So when you feel that pull to lie down, do not fight it. Do not shame it. Do not apologize for it. Recognize it for what it is, a message from heaven, a divine interruption, a sacred pause that is protecting you, detoxing you, teaching you, downloading into you, and preparing you for a level of assignment that requires the version of you that is being formed right now in the secret place. This is not wasted time. This is invested time, and the return is coming. You are stepping into a new dimension of spiritual authority. You are stepping into a new level of influence. You are stepping into assignments that will require you to operate from a place of rest, not striving. From a place of peace, not panic. From a place of confidence in who you are, not performance to prove your worth. And the only way to get there is through this season. The only way to build that foundation is in the lying down. The only way to receive that download is in the stillness. Heaven is not asking you to understand it all right now. Heaven is asking you to trust that the exhaustion has a purpose, to trust that the rest is part of the plan, to trust that the lying down is not a sign that you are falling behind, but a sign that you are being positioned ahead. You are not being left out. You are being set apart, and there is a difference. A significant, eternal, destiny-altering difference. I want you to hear this. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are not a failure. You are a chosen one in a season of divine recalibration. You are being separated, detoxed, taught, downloaded into, and protected. And every single moment of this exhaustion is working together for your good, for your growth, for your preparation. Heaven sees you. Heaven knows what you need. And heaven is moving on your behalf, even when it feels like nothing is happening. This is the season where your faith is being refined, where your identity is being solidified, where your dependence on God is being deepened. And when you come out of this, you are going to be unshakable. You are going to be unmovable. You are going to be so rooted in who you are and whose you are that no amount of warfare, rejection, or opposition will be able to knock you off course. That is what this season is building. That is the gift hidden in the exhaustion. And here is what I need you to know as we move toward the close of this message. The lying down is temporary, but the lessons are permanent. The exhaustion will lift, but the wisdom you gain in this season will stay with you forever. You are learning how to steward rest, how to set boundaries, how to protect your peace, how to discern false assignments, how to hear God's voice above the noise, how to operate from your identity, not your insecurity. And those lessons will serve you for the rest of your life. So do not despise the season you are in. Do not wish it away. Do not compare your timeline to anyone else's. This is your journey. This is your process. This is your preparation. And when the shift comes, when the door opens, when the assignment activates, you are going to step into it with a readiness that could only have been formed here, in the secret place, in the stillness, in the lying down. And everyone who judged you, everyone who questioned you, everyone who misunderstood you, will see the fruit of what heaven was doing all along. You are chosen. You are anointed. You are marked for impact, for influence, for legacy. And this season of rest is not delaying that. It is securing it. It is ensuring that when you rise with the strength, the clarity, and the character to carry what heaven is placing in your hands. So rest without guilt, lie down without shame. Receive this season as the gift that it is, because heaven is speaking and the message is clear. You are being prepared for something greater than you have yet imagined. And now, I want to pray over you. I want to speak a blessing over this season, over your body, over your mind, over your spirit. Father, I thank you for every person reading this right now who has felt the weight of exhaustion, who has felt the guilt of lying down, who has wondered if they were falling behind. I thank you that you are revealing the truth to them in this moment, that this is not punishment. This is preparation. This is not delay. This is divine strategy. I pray that you would lift every ounce of shame off of them right now. I pray that you would replace it with peace, with clarity, with confidence in your timing. I pray that as they rest, you would download fresh vision, fresh strategy, fresh understanding of who they are and what they are called to. I pray that you would protect them from premature exposure, from false assignments, from the voices that do not understand the work you are doing in secret. Let this season be holy. Let it be restorative. Let it be transformative. I declare over you that you are not broken. You are being rebuilt. You are not behind. You are being positioned. You are not forgotten. You are being remembered by heaven in ways that are going to manifest in the coming days, weeks, and months. The exhaustion is lifting. The clarity is coming. The strength is returning. And when you rise, you are going to rise with a power and a purpose that reflects everything God invested in you while you were lying down. If this word has spoken to you, if it has shifted something in your spirit, I want you to type in the comments, "I trust heaven's timing." Let that be your declaration. Let that be your agreement with what God is doing. And if you want more messages like this, subscribe to this channel, because these words are for you. You are a chosen one. Your desire to lie down all day was never a weakness. It was a message from heaven. And now you know what it means. Rest well, rise ready. Your season is shifting, and heaven is with you.